Thank you. Please be seated. Well, good evening. My name is Keith Wilder, Battalion Chief here at Raleigh Fire Department. I want to welcome you to the 2022 Promotional Ceremony. There are a few people I'd like to recognize first. On the podium with me tonight is Fire Chief Herbert Griffin, Assistant Chief James Daniel Poole, and Assistant Chief Ray Enoch. We also have two of our city officials here with us tonight. Our City Manager, Marshall Adams David, to my right, and Assistant City Manager, Miss Tansy Hayward, also to my right. At this time, I would like to welcome Chief Griffin to the lectern to deliver the opening remarks.
Good evening, everybody. As I say, I'm Herbert Griffin, the City of Raleigh Fire Chief. It's with great pleasure I stand before you this evening to highlight and congratulate our promotional recipients. When you hear the word promotion, what comes to mind? Most will probably say an increase in salary, more responsibility, or a new job title. But for the recipients before you, I'm sure it's been consistent dedication to studying, staying focused during a pandemic, and a passion to achieve. Promotions in the fire service can be very challenging, but the achievement is considered a career milestone. It's been 20 years since my first promotional badge. And what I remember most about the process was the amount of time spent reading books that had nothing to do with the job I was studying for. Read material 8 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week for 3 months. I literally had no life and quickly became burnt out. I was constantly grumpy with a lack of sleep and hard to live with. I even considered quitting after 60 days into studying. But what kept me going, like many of you, I'm sure, was the support I received from my family, friends, and my faith in God. I was reminded each morning of 2 quotes was placed in my restroom mirror that I still carry today. The first quote read, "When preparation meets an opportunity, it will always equal success." The second quote, "The only thing that follows effort is results." And what I see here today is a result of results. For those that know me, know I'm a native of Louisiana. And Louisiana people, we love to cook and we love to eat. My city manager probably can attest to that. I learned to bake homemade cakes at an early age. When I would try to bake and not follow the recipe, it would always turn out a disaster. So I quickly learned the importance of following the recipe for success. I'll share this and I'll be done. The recipe for success I'm about to give you will produce success throughout your career. The first ingredient, education. Career growth and personal growth are essential to progression. The second ingredient is training. Training prepares you to overcome challenges and be the best at what you do. The third ingredient is safety. Always have a safe and conscious mindset for yourself and those around you. The fourth ingredient is communication. Communication is the glue that bonds us all together. The last ingredient is customer service. It's like the finished product. It's the cake that we deliver to the great citizens we serve. Now you have the ingredients for success. I expect you all to follow the recipe. Congratulations to everyone on the job well done.
At this time, I would ask all of the chief officers to please stand. I'm going to read the names of all of the promoted fire officers. Lowell Smith Jr., Assistant Chief Lowell Smith Jr. Assistant Chief Ian Toms. Division Chief Robert Hodge. Division Chief Brian Sherrill. Division Chief Shelton White. Division Chief David Whitley. Battalion Chief Christopher Adkins. Battalion Chief Daniel Gardner. Battalion Chief William Gautier. Battalion Chief Franklin Hicks. Battalion Chief Patrick Marks. Battalion Chief Jason Patterson. Okay, families, while there are some photos being taken, what we're going to do is we're going to ask all of the promoted officers to spread out left and right. And we'll ask each one of you to have your family members come up and do the badge pinning. Okay, at this time I would ask all fire captains to please stand. Fire Captain William Janke. Fire Captain Tarmel Kenyon. Fire Captain Nicholas Lamata. Fire Captain James Lawrence. Fire Captain George Leva. Fire Captain Joshua Mitchell. Fire Captain Jennifer Patterson. Fire Captain James Poole. Fire Captain Todd Saunders. Fire Captain Robert Vradenberg. Families at this time, if you would like to come up and pin the badge on your loved one, please come forward. At this time, I would ask all of our fire lieutenants to please stand. Fire Lieutenant Joseph Callender. Fire Lieutenant Lanny Eady. Fire Lieutenant Travis Holland. Fire Lieutenant Cersei Howard. Fire Lieutenant Michael McKnight. Fire Lieutenant Alondru Shepperson. Fire Lieutenant Andre Somé. Fire Lieutenant Aaron Stevens. At this time, family members, you may come forward and pin the badge on your loved one. As you can tell, we're in no rush to get through this ceremony. This represents a lot of years of hard work for all these people to achieve the rank that they have promoted into. So could I get a round of applause for all of the hard work these people have put into their efforts? At this time, I would invite Fire Chief Griffin back to the lectern to administer the oath of office.
Before I go any further, let me acknowledge that our Master of Ceremony, Chief Wilder, was elected in Firefighter of the Year, Employee of the Year for the City of Raleigh. Let's give him a hand. All right, raise your right hands and repeat after me. I solemnly swear that I will well and truly perform the duties of my new rank, best of my ability. I will obey and uphold the Constitution of the United States, the laws of the state of North Carolina, the ordinance of the City of Raleigh, and the rules of the Raleigh Fire Department. I do solemnly swear. Congratulations.
You can be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight, supporting your loved one, for all the hard work they put into the promotion that they have promoted into. We wish everyone well for the rest of their careers. We wish you safety. And again, I just want to thank you for being here tonight to support your loved one, our coworker. We're all family. We love them just like you do. Again, thank you for being here, and this concludes our service. Our ceremony, I should say.